path. You're looking at aerial shots over Mansfield, Georgia. We're well to the south and east of Atlanta. WXIA, they are up in the air looking down on all that damage to some pretty big homes out there.
Yeah, again, we're talking a possible reported tornado here. The National Weather Service is dispatching a survey team, but you can see the front end loader definitely trying to clear a path there. Hopefully there is no one still trapped in some of those buildings. Looks like potentially some brick-sided buildings, cinder block buildings, maybe even a mobile home and its foundation. Definitely were hit pretty hard by strong winds and or possibly a tornado as well. Yeah, and this is earlier in the afternoon when
we understand there was a building collapse on top of a woman who was injured and taken to the hospital. We're not sure exactly how badly injured she is, but again, we are still concerned about severe weather in parts of Georgia, right on down toward the Florida Panhandle, where severe thunderstorm watch is in effect.
It extends to coastal Georgia, coastal low country of South Carolina, Charleston, Savannah, Hilton Head. You're at watch, severe thunderstorm watch till 10 p.m. And then in the red, south of North Carolina, your tornado watch goes until 9 p.m.
And further to the north, we are concerned about much of Virginia, all the way up into Maryland. Well, Baltimore and D.C., you are included in a tornado watch that takes us till 10 o'clock Eastern time. And north of there into Pennsylvania and just a sliver of New York State there, we are under a tornado watch until 11 o'clock Eastern time.
Let's bring in our storm specialist and our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes and Dr. Greg Postel. Doctors Greg's to keep us ahead of these storms.
Yeah, it's the Dr. Greg and Greg show here again today. We had a little fun talking about that yesterday. That storm, that probable tornado that hit the Mansfield, Georgia area was part of a little line segment, a bow echo. We have some storms now in North Carolina, though, that are more oval-shaped supercells. The whole thunderstorm is rotating, so different kind of storms can give the same kind of tornadoes, damaging tornadoes. I'll talk about some of the storms. Dr. Postel will cover some of the others. Most of these storms, the overall factors are a cold front is heading eastbound. Ahead of that, a pretty strong low-level jet. We've been watching that for several days as this storm system moves eastward. Down from about South Carolina southward, it's about 50 miles per hour at about 5,000 feet. Then it gets up to about 60 miles per hour farther to the north. So that stronger shear, or the fast increasing of the winds with height, gives a little bit better chance of a tornado from North Carolina northbound. We also have a little bit of upper air support today. The main cold pocket is pretty far back, and that's been the characteristic with this weather system. It's had a pretty substantial cold side to it. And rather than having its best jet stream winds or cold air get over top of the warm, moist air ahead of the front. But if you watch right in here, there's a little bit of a surge. Can you see a little bit of a thickening of the clouds come right up through there? That's a jet streak, a wind maximum in the jet stream, and that has its own circulation, a little bit of upward motion that can help organize some of the thunderstorms. So that has happened today, and it's continuing to happen. That is probably going to increase some of the storm coverage, maybe up to Binghamton, New York, across central and eastern PA, and then down across Maryland, Virginia, all the way down to the Florida Panhandle. The biggest tornado threat, Tornado Condition Index 4, the central part of North Carolina up into Virginia, and then 3 up into Pennsylvania, Maryland areas. A little less than that from 3 in South Carolina down to 2 as we head down to the Florida Panhandle. But still, with those strong low-level jets, damaging wind gusts a possibility in many places. Right now, one supercell thunderstorm here, tornado warning in red. You see these lines of storms that we've seen so much of with this weather system, and those extend all the way down into Georgia. So it's a mixture of storms today, more of these supercells than we've seen on most of the previous days with this weather system. One of them right now coming up north central North Carolina, heading for South Virginia. It's going to head just to the south of Clarksville, Virginia, here just to the west of Townsville, North Carolina. Tornado warning for Granville County, coming up toward Halifax County in Virginia. Bullock, Cornwall, Stovall areas are under the tornado warning. The tornado threat is down on the south side, a few miles south of the rain and hail core of the storm that runs parallel to that. That will go up closer to the area here. Stovall, Townsville, Cusco-Willa, the Satterwhite area under the main tornado threat, and you see in the box there some of the approximate time for that. As I say, it is a supercell thunderstorm. What does that mean? Well, it means the whole storm is rotating. The inflow comes in like that, and it has a rotation in mid-levels of the storm that's strongest, and that helps draw the precipitation pattern into this hook shape. Not a perfectly formed hook. Tornado circulation about in here, heading off toward the east and northeast. That will take it just north of the Townsville area, just to the south of the Boydton area. It's getting far enough away from the radar. We're about 4,500 feet up now. Not seeing a tremendously strong rotation at this point. Some of these other supercell thunderstorms, one of them heading for Graham, the other down near Asheboro, Guilford and Randolph counties. Hail, damaging wind gusts with that, just grazing the south side of Greensboro, North Carolina. Then we head back to the line of storms. I mentioned we had two types. Severe thunderstorm warning with this type. The little surge forward here, this little portion of the line segment, Lynchburg and south. Lynchburg County, you have a severe thunderstorm warning. Once in a while, in the gaps, you see this little gap there, once in a while there'll be a little tornado conform in those. So you can get tornadoes with even these line segment type storms. Down in the area just to the east of Charlotte, thunderstorms rolling right through Charlotte with part of the metro area under severe thunderstorm warning. Other storms there, Anson, Richmond, and Stanley counties with severe thunderstorm warnings. One brand new tornado warning has come out. That is a continuation of the tornado warning I was talking about going up into Mecklenburg County in south central Virginia. And we do have a line of thunderstorms that's rolling across Pennsylvania, as well as Chesterfield County in South Carolina with a severe thunderstorm warning, and up into Pennsylvania, rolling toward the Williamsport area, going to work its way. This is a line of thunderstorms along the cold front with spotty damaging winds coming toward the Harrisburg area. Now, for some of these squall lines that are going farther south down along the cold front, let's go to Dr. Greg Postel.
Thanks, Dr. Forbes. I'm watching some thunderstorms, and some of them are severe, moving from Georgia into South Carolina. Let's have a look at the radar and show you what we've got around that area. We do have conditions that are favorable for severe thunderstorms over the next several hours. In fact, we're just gotten some new thunderstorm warnings out in here. This one right here is the one I've been looking at for the last 45 minutes. Let me go through some of these warnings first, though. Just off to the northwest, the line of thunderstorms just went through Augusta, Georgia here. Counties were Aiken, Edgefield, and Saluda for the cities of Augusta, Evans, and Gracewood until 4:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Just a little bit to the southeast of that, there's another severe thunderstorm warning out here for Allendale, Hampton counties as well. Now I'm just going to move this a little bit farther to the southeast because I want to get this warning in as well. Now this warning is for Effingham, Hampton, and Jasper until 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This storm is about, let's see if I can find this. This storm right here is about 30 miles to the northwest of Savannah, Georgia. This is the very same thunderstorm that I've been tracking this evening and will likely continue to produce severe weather over the next several hours. That storm, as well as some of these other warnings, are out ahead of the cold front, which is located just to their west, about 20 miles. It's also creating a line of thunderstorms there. No severe warnings along that line. Those warnings are out ahead of it and zooming in here on that one near Savannah. Let's have a look at that one. This is the one right here that is producing some damaging winds capable in excess of 60 miles per hour. This is a radar indicated severe thunderstorm moving toward the northeast very quickly, I might add, at about 60 miles per hour. And likewise, farther to the southeast, we don't have any warnings with these storms yet. I would not be surprised if we pick up some warnings later on, particularly as these storms race on off to the northeast toward the very same areas that are warned right now. Now, farther to the southeast near Jacksonville, Florida, no severe thunderstorms in the area, but I am watching this boundary right here, this little squiggle in green. This is the sea breeze front. Notice some thunderstorms formed right along it. In fact, they were just enhanced along it. The reason why they're doing that is because it's an area of convergence. We've got some air coming in off the water like that and some air off the land meeting together right along that line, and it's along that line that could trigger some thunderstorm development over the next several hours. Likewise, there's another little convergence line just to the west of Jacksonville that might produce some storms over the next hour or two. So we'll have an eye to the skies down there. And overall, the wind fields are fairly favorable for severe weather. We do have winds at low levels coming in out of the south. And aloft, we have a strong wind, 50 to 60 miles per hour at 5,000 feet, capable of producing severe weather. Guys, back to you.
All right, Dr. Postel, thank you so much. And of course, we are here to keep everybody up to date on all the watches and warnings that stretch from New York State all the way down into Georgia.
Yeah, also in the Florida Panhandle as well. And if you can't watch us online, you can also check us out, or on air, you can also check us out online at weather.com. You can also get updated on latest watches and warnings on weather.com as well.
All right, this crazy weather is also causing all kinds of airport delays as well, especially in the Northeast. So check ahead. We'll be right back.
Now, it's your chance to try the hottest selling hair removal product in the world. It's not a razor. It's not